bacon.
Does it really, though, replace pork bacon? Does it really? What do you think?
I think they're both good.
Yeah, they're not bad. Definitely like to a different flavor. That's just me. Most people think they taste different. Even just like the texture. It's hot.
Don't touch my bacon. It's for a recipe.
Uh-oh.
Make your own if you want.
Okay, fine. I'll make my own for
I'm
breakfast.
gonna make eggs for the girls, babe. This is already hot.
Okay, I can do it. Let's do it. Make some eggs and breakfast. Happy Wednesday. So I heard the good news. Found your truck.
Dude, the truck is found.
Nice.
God is good.
Except for they like, what is this stuff from?
This is all the wiring stuff for the church.
Oh.
And it wasn't in there, so I thought they stole it. Then I opened up my tackle box. He stole all my fishing supplies and then put tools in there.
Just like random tools?
I don't know.
You've never seen these before?
I've seen some of them before. I can't remember if they're mine or not. Yeah, that's my knife for sure. But he
Cool.
stole my fishing flies.
Oh man.
And then there's a fly rod in the back.
Mm.
And the sheriff's like, is it yours? And I'm like, no. But then he gets my flies and I don't even get the pole. I would have traded probably. I don't know.
You should have said I think everything in there is mine.
Dude, no, there was so much stuff in there.
Really?
There was like Charlie Russell paintings from the auction
Really?
that he must have stole. And then there was like weird, like so much stuff. My truck was full. It's never been that full before.
Yeah.
And so, like, I spent an hour just digging through his stuff, like, this isn't mine, this is mine. Then, there's an Oakley case.
Mhm.
Well, I have a pair of Oakleys.
Right.
So I was like, oh, I must have left my case in here.
Yeah.
So the sheriff's like, is this yours? And I was like, yeah, that's mine. Well, the sheriff's like, oh. And he unzips it, opens it up, and there's a bunch of needles and meth in there. And I was like, no, that's not mine, that's not mine. And he's like, yeah, you might want to go back on that one. I don't know if that was my Oakley case and he just like used it for his drugs or if he had an Oakley case too, but he had a lot of stuff.
Wow.
But luckily all my keys are back.
Nice.
And
We need those keys and everything.
moral of the story is God is good all the
Yes.
time.
All the time.
Amen.
Takes care of us, watches out for us, all that good stuff. All right, well, we got to get ready for tonight. We got
So
church
see you at
tonight.
the spot.
Yeah, let's go to the spot now. No, I'm joking. We still got the rest of the day.
Fine.
Then we'll go. Unboxing today. It's a soldering kit. Yay, we're gonna be making cables.
Is this the same thing as this?
Almost.
Because this is what they stole. And then this is what we got. Amen.
They look a little different. Alright, let's go check out your truck. You didn't even take the topper off, nothing. Looks good. Crazy muddy though. I don't want to walk in that. Not with my NMDs. They're all white. Come on, the bottoms are white? Seriously? We'll just do a little further back and look it over. Oh yeah, it looks alright. Not any major damage or anything. Alright, got everything all set up for my service tonight, and so now I'm gonna head out for a few hours, run home, grab dinner, then I'll be headed right back here. On my way home, I will be dropping off a package though. Got to send off stuff, right? Do have a little bit of a resale business. I pick up a lot of hype items. But you know what? I'm not like some super famous multi-millionaire YouTuber, so I have to sell stuff in order to get more. That's just how it works in the fashion game for all of us fashion hustlers. We gotta hustle those items so we can get the next one that we want. Anyways, these are out of here. And actually they are used. I wore them a little bit. Got to rock them, enjoy them. Let's go and get some Supreme. This one's ready to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Open.
A new one?
No, no, back.
Okay. Now we're actually ready to head to the spot. So let's do it. Hey crew, got a package today, well yesterday actually, with the shoes, and I saved this for a two-part kind of unboxing here. This is the second half, but I forgot to turn on one of my lights. Let me go ahead and do that. Alright, there we go. So, I think a couple of days ago, I think it was Sunday, and I can't remember, but I remember telling you guys like I had submitted to Fortnite and they weren't letting me in, and whatever, yada yada. I basically ranted on YouTube just so that maybe they would see that I have a YouTube channel and maybe people care, and I want to play Fortnite. Like, not that I'm gonna really stream any of that stuff on my channel unless you guys like request it, and I have a couple people that want me to do that as I'm playing, like have the camera like right here. And then just film it. I mean, how would that work? I don't think that would work. We can see, maybe. I can maybe give that a try if you guys want me to. But anyway, so they did let me in last night into Fortnite. I played 2 rounds, got number 43, and then I tried to like be like creative, and I basically jumped off a cliff in the second game, and I was like number 84 or something, so that was pretty bad. It was like right at the beginning too. Like I jumped out of the bus and I saw a mountain that had a chest on top, so I thought that, you know, it would probably be a gun. But then I opened up my parachute just a little bit too soon, and somebody else got there before me, opened it up. When I landed on the top of the mountain, they were already ready to take me out, and so like I jumped off the side, trying to like slide down the side of the cliff, but when I hit the bottom, it just ended my round, so I just ended up streaming another player who was very good and ended up winning, actually. I kind of would want to play it the way he did, which is like at the beginning, just get as much stuff as you can and start being chased by the wall that caves in, and slowly get closer and closer to the middle and just have like loads of stuff. Like that would be definitely a way to play. So I did start playing that game because Clash Royale has done something weird to me. I don't know how many people out there know, but I play Clash Royale. When I got the iPhone 10, I, you know, switched everything on my phone over, and in Game Center was like not even there. So I just started up from the bottom, gotten a ton of legendaries, just like crazy, just built myself up, and then my Apple Pay quit working for some reason. So I called the Apple place and they had me do all this stuff to like reset it, and so they had me reset all my settings, and I did that in my phone. And then like when I logged back into Clash Royale on the game, there was no account. So I was like, yeah, for sure I want to load my previous account. So I loaded it, and then it was like this old Clash Royale account that I had opened up first that had like 0 legendaries, had like 1, had like the Ice Wizard back when they were first releasing, because I got that game and started playing it when they first came out with it. But then I stopped for a while and started playing again when my brother was playing, because I wanted to be on a clan with him and all that. Anyways, that was a mouthful, but we're gonna get into this. I do want to open this up. This is another NBA collab item, and I'm really into the NBA. I love basketball. I love playing basketball. I don't really keep up with any of the politics of the NBA or the NCAA for that matter. Which NCAA, man, their politics are a little bit whack. But we're gonna just open this up, and we did get another Supreme bag. So cool. Glad to have another Supreme bag. Got a stack of them right here. But we'll just add this one to the collection. Let's see what's in here. We got our little goodie bag right here. We got more poppy seeds. We got a bigger one of these yellow stickers like this one here, except for like it's a bigger one. And yeah, more poppy seeds. So a couple of cool stickers in this little goodie bag. Again, they sealed it, and so I'm just gonna leave it sealed for now. I don't really have a reason to break it out. So let's go ahead and get this tank top out of here. Here it is, and still in the packaging. This one I ordered in a size too small. It was a medium. I was thinking they were gonna run big, but then yeah, they don't really run big. I have the large in black, and I like that size. And a couple of days ago when I unboxed or unopened this black one, if you didn't watch that video, I just want to point out there was like tissue paper in between. There's tissue paper on the front, on the back, like everywhere in the middle, like all over the place. It had a really intense way of like packaging it. And so I don't really want to open this one up since it's not my size. I just rather would keep it dead stock with all the tissue paper in place and all of that, so that whoever buys it can be the person who takes it all apart. But I will show you guys the labels. I did get this black one early because it was from Nike. Got this one late because Supreme takes a little longer to ship. So let's go ahead and take a look at these labels. Alright, so on here first you have this one in the middle. And right there, you've got this other one in the corner. Right on that sleeve like that. Right there. And this other NBA one up at the other corner. Now the back side, got this big long thing of text. Bunch of text on the back. And then at the bottom of the text you have this additional sticker label on this side. And then you can already see the Supreme logo. Box logo that's on the shirt through the tissue paper. Chicago Bulls, the Knicks, Hawks, Cavaliers, Pacers. So let's just see on the front of this one. Yep. So right at the collar you've got Cavaliers and Pacers on the black one. So I would say that both of these tank tops are exactly the same for the print, like everything on them is the same. So if you want to know about where the placement is for all the different sports teams, like this is a perfect model. This will tell you. The only thing that would be different is that, you know, obviously it's going to be white instead of black, and then it's going to be smaller, so there's not going to be as much like empty room on this side seam. So with the smaller pairs, they just bring in more of the fabric to make it smaller, right? And then shorter as well. So that's what it would look like. You can watch my unboxing or unopening video of this black NBA jersey, and you can see me wear it and everything if that's something that you want to do with your time. Cool deal. Okay, so save that one, put it on ice, and let's get into the Bible. This is the Jesus Taco channel, so we talk about Jesus every day. It's just a part of who I am. It's my personality to tell people about Jesus and to share the good news that I have learned about him, and I'm just so excited. Like, I started this channel to tell people about Jesus, so I mean, it's cool that you guys get to see like my other side, like the resale business that I have going on and some of the other stuff that I do. But this is the real reason why I wanted to get this going, and I'm pretty sure this is the reason why God wanted me to do it as well, because I was not going to start a channel, and then God was like, yo, dude, you need to do this. And he put people like in my path to tell me. Finally, I was like, all right, fine, I'll do it. I'll start with my iPhone 6 and just use that camera. And that's what I did. So a lot of my earlier vlogs, you know, as I'm kind of figuring it all out and everything, those videos probably aren't as good, But hey, watch a few of them, let me know. But for now, let's get into the Bible. We're in the book of John today, and we're on chapter 13. I love this first part of chapter 13, where Jesus washes his disciples' feet. One of his disciples was like, "No, Jesus, you can't wash my feet. That's not cool." And Jesus is like, "No, I have to do this. If you want to be my disciple, you have to allow me to wash your feet." And so he's like, "Okay, fine." Let's pick up the passage in verses 12 through 17. After washing their feet, Jesus put his robe on again and sat down and asked, "Do you understand what I was doing? You call me teacher and Lord, and you are right, because that is what I am. And since I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you ought to wash each other's feet. I have given you an example to follow. Do as I have done to you. I tell you the truth, slaves are not greater than their master, nor is the messenger more important than the one who sent the message. Now that you know these things, God will bless you for doing them." And this passage just reminds me that there's nobody who's greater than another person. God doesn't think that Justin Bieber is any greater than you are. He cares about you just as much as he cares about the Biebs. Like, seriously, God is no respecter of persons. Okay, there's people on this planet like that have fame, that are famous amongst other humans. But in the thing of eternity, when it comes to spiritual things and all that, every human is created equal. So that's the first thing we need to understand. And then the second thing is just as important. Never look down on other people like we are better than them. So just as there's nobody who's better than us, we're not any better than any other people. If we're in charge of another group of people, if we're like a leader to these people, we need to be a good example to them and show them the way to live by being a servant ourselves, to show the people that are following us the best way to live is to be a servant, to be like Jesus, to be washing feet. Back then in Jesus' time, people walked on dirt roads. Everything was dirt. Animals walked on dirt. If you had an animal, it was kind of like having a vehicle. They would kick up dust, you would get dirty, and if you didn't have money to have an animal, then that means that you walked, and some people had sandals. Pretty much nobody had shoes, and so your feet got really dirty, and if you were rich, it was just a normal thing. Your slaves, your servants would always wash your feet whenever you came into the house, or whenever you went into the house of a rich person and you were a guest, then the servants would come up and they would wash your feet and all that stuff, because that was just a customary thing. So for Jesus to be a servant and to wash his disciples' feet, the disciples were like, "Whoa, this is like something a slave does. Why are you washing our feet, Jesus?" And Jesus is like, "No, I'm trying to be an example. This is how you need to live. You need to be a servant as well." So I want to challenge you guys out there today to work to be a servant, to do things for other people that maybe wouldn't be expected of you. Just do little extra things that you can just to help somebody, to brighten their day, or to make somebody know that they're loved, that somebody cares about them. And let's just like do some positive things for people that can open up their mind and their heart to receive maybe some new things, some new truths, and maybe even one day the truth of Jesus. So let's share Jesus with other people through our actions first. And when we have the opportunity, let's use words. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks so much for chilling with me. Thanks for hanging out with me. I am going to have a few more items that I'm going to be opening up in the next couple of days. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell, and you can get notified whenever there's a new video. And thanks for keeping up. Love y'all. Peace out.